name is Steed, and welcome to the second episode of my rescore series, where I take a moment from a video game I like and recreate some new music for it. This is a great exercise for practicing writing new and original video game music with specific inspiration in mind. If you're just here for the music, refer to the timestamps in the description for the place to skip ahead to, or just for jumping around the video in general. I will try and get a SoundCloud or something set up soon for those that just want to listen to the music from this series and not necessarily watch the whole process. But yeah, otherwise I'm going to take you step by step through that process and take you from inspiration to the end result. I hope this exercise inspires your own creative work. If it does, let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this in the future. And let's get into it. So the video game we're going to be tackling today is Tunic, the Zelda-inspired action RPG. And before we get to the inspiration section, I wanted to take a moment to talk about the artist behind the soundtrack. This amazing soundtrack is the result of a collaboration between Terrence Lee, known as Lifeformed, and Janice Kwan. They've indicated through their website if you want to support them, the best way to do so is through their Bandcamp. You'll find a link to all this stuff down below in the description, so please go show them some more love and support. And thank you both so much for this amazing soundtrack. The inspiration for this idea has a neat story behind it. It does involve a tiny bit of theory. I know, but stick with me here, it's not that bad. The first piece of music that grabbed my attention while playing the game is titled Memories of Memories, and this is what plays near the start after you wake up on the beach. I checked my notes from the day I started the game, and let's focus on this last note here saying there's always a hint of danger or some kind of threat in the music. I won't spoil the game, but if you've played, you know this fits, and it's so nice to see the music supporting the gameplay and story like this. Let's talk more about why the music feels this way. There's a common vamp or chord progression in video game and film music using the flat 6, flat 7, and 1 chords. These chords are used in various orders, and if you're unfamiliar with Roman numerals, this just means we're playing major chords descending by whole step from the key center, starting with the 1 chord. These chords give the adventure begins, or an exciting, adventurous feel and quality about them, in my personal opinion. And so you'll find this vamp all over games like The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario 64. My personal favorite example of this vamp is from the song Dire Dire Docks from Super Mario 64. Back to Tunic though, and the song Memories of Memories. I'll be playing the chord voicings here on my Casio. We start with an A-flat major chord with some extensions on top. Cool, nice pretty major 1 chord. Next up is a G-flat major chord with the same extensions on top. That is our flat 7 chord. So next up, we should expect our flat 6 chord to complete that triumphant, exciting turnaround start to our adventure, right? Our expectation is completely subverted by a minor 6 chord. And this isn't just your ordinary minor flavor either. The minor 9, in this case the note G, is added, and in my opinion, the result is a sound that is truly tragic. I'll play the entire vamp so you can hear the chords back to back. Now I'm going to play the entire vamp again, but I'm going to replace the minor 6 chord with that flat 6 major chord so you can compare how the two vamps sound different from each other. So musically, we have an exciting start to a new adventure with little hints of danger and tragedy in the background. I absolutely love this sound and take on this classic vamp, and I think this goes a long way into giving Tunic its unique feel and quality, and how the music really supports the story and the gameplay. It should be noted there's a second section to this song, but this already felt like a great starting point with plenty of inspiration, and I was ready to start writing. First up, I came up with a cool riff with a nice rhythm to it on my guitar, and it's basically just a D major shape. I figured a synth-based instrumentation fit the idea and just the video game better in general, so I reprogrammed that riff on my Digitakt with some slight modifications. Next up, also in D major, I came up with this interesting pattern on the piano. Same as before, I reprogrammed this pattern into the Digitakt, and this is the result. And here's how it sounds together with the other riff. And finally, I added plenty of delay to these synth sounds. I also added a really basic kick snare pattern on the Digitakt. I always have to add like a lush pad sound coming from the Matriarch because it's my favorite thing to do on it and it's my favorite instrument. And I also love the Maris Mercury X for reverb, so those two make for just an awesome combination, especially for this game soundtrack. Next up, I really feel like the song needed a lead, so I played one on the Matriarch. I really just tried to highlight a lot of the chord extensions, going from that 1 to flat 7 to minor 6, really highlighting a lot of the flavorful notes, especially on that minor 6. I tried to hit that minor 9 note a lot, like in the original song. So at this point, the track is pretty much done. What I love to do at this point is I love to just start running stuff through my pedals, namely the Hologram Microcosm and Chroma Console. The Microcosm really did a lot of cool texture stuff in the background for this track, especially with like pitch shifted delays and just kind of atmospheric sounds. You'll hear that when the full song plays. And that's pretty much it. Before I play the full track for you, I just wanted to say if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you're able to take something from this video to inspire your own creative process. Enjoy the full track, and I'll see you in the next video.